Well, hi there, and welcome to another episode of Hey, What's Next? In a past episode, I reviewed a portable video player with a viewable screen size of 14.5 inches. While I liked the device, I received a comment or two mentioning it was a bit big. Well, luck would have it, Yoton saw my video and asked me if I'd like to review another unit that's a bit smaller. Well, this portable video player has a 10.5-inch screen, which some might find makes for a better portable experience. Okay, full disclosure, Yoton sent me this product to review at no charge. Yoton did not review or approve the video before I posted it, and the opinions expressed in this episode are my own. So, let's check out the Yoton Portable Video Player with a 10.5-inch screen, model YD105. This is what's next. There it is. It's another video player from Yoton. I definitely wanted to change my thought on what this device really is. As you can see here, it says portable video player. I'm going to say with a DVD. So it's not just a DVD player, it's a video player. Down here is that it's the best companion for your road trip with your family and friends. I would agree with that, and this is model number YD105. It has a last memory function, swivel screen, easy to operate, gift for children, very similar to the other Yoton that I reviewed. This is the back of the box, a 270-degree swivel, interface, USB, SD card, audio, AV. And that is one thing that we're going to try today. We not only have a DVD of my own creation, but we also have my new USB video test stick, which has a variety of video files. We also have some image files and audio files that we'll be testing on this device. Let's get inside and see what's included in the package. And here is the DVD player. We have our user manual. An added bonus, this is for the car. We're going to show that our box of goodies. So let's see what we got. So this is the model for USA. I'm sure that in different regions you'll get different accessories. But what do we get included with this in addition to the DVD player? Remote, car charger. We also have our AC charger, our RCA jacks for televisions that have that connection. So that's the stuff that comes in the box. We'll look at the user manual in just a moment, but actually let's get inside this packaging here. And here is the Yoton video player. I keep wanting to say DVD, that is not correct. If we open this up, this definitely has a different look. The other one, if you remember, had controls on the left and the right. Well, this is a lot smaller. And I brought in my ruler to measure the screen on this one. So if we go edge to edge, this is about 10 inches. For those using the metric system, 26 centimeters, 25 and a half centimeters. That's what we got there. All right, let's take a look at the device itself. Look at the controls here. There's our transport controls for playing the video, LCD menu, your setup, which we'll look at in a moment, volume, menu, right, left channel, LCD power, although there is a power switch on the side, subtitle, if you have a DVD that has subtitles, and then of course the stop. Clicking the button, you then expose the DVD section. You'll want to take out your white card before you play a DVD. Let's go ahead and we're going to close this screen here. And then on the side, very similar to the other Yoton, we have the USB port and SD card. All the testing that I'll be doing today is through the USB port. We have headphone output. We have our AV out, AV in, on and off button, and your DC 12 volt in. If we happen to look at the bottom, there are our two speakers. So they're downward firing. So basically the sound's going to bounce off the desk and come towards you. And then there's some additional information, model number, rated power. And on the back, we have a game port. So again, one of the other advantages with this is that it can swivel like so, which of course then this would come into play. So now this can fit on the back of your car seat. And so the kids or the adults who want to watch something can watch it on this. Now, one thing to keep in mind with this unit, this is SD, standard definition. This will not do high definition. There you go. That's what the car thing looks like, and it obviously can stand upright. So here is the YD105 user manual. So the first part of the manual is in English. There is a thanks for purchasing page right there. Information about the remote. It does not come with batteries, so you will have to supply your 2 AAA batteries. Tips to just know about the player itself, operation guide. Here is some specs. 1024 by 600 is the pixel resolution. We have the 2 swivel angles, 90 to the right, 180 to the left. 12 watts, there's the product size, the weight, USB SD card up to 16 gigabytes. And then these are all the compatible file formats. Now, when it comes to MPEG-4 or MP4, we're going to talk about that briefly using Handbrake and what I had to do to get some videos to play on this particular unit. Yeah, some troubleshooting items, and then from there on you go into other languages. So that is our user manual. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to turn that on, and we should see the Yoton Portable Video Player appear right there. So that gives you an idea about the screen quality. If we zoom in a little bit, resolution is not bad. We're just going to review some of the menu options. Here we have general setup page. We can adjust the TV display, the on-screen language. There's actually an MP3 lyric option right there. If we go to the next item, this is audio setup. Let's look at the next one. This is panel quality setup. Right now I have everything set to 0, and the aspect ratio, I'm going to default that to 16:9. Now, as far as the next option, that is your preference pane. Right now it's set to TV type PAL, which is not correct, so we're going to set that to NTSC. So you can set up parental controls and then go back to the default if you would like. Let's take a look at a DVD real quick. We can go ahead and click the OK, and that guy looks familiar.
Well, I like video games.
So that gives you an idea of the out-of-the-box quality and everything. One of the advantages here is that it does have the ability to pick up where it left off. So if I click stop, it'll say press play key to continue. So if I happen to press the play key, and now we're going to use the remote, it picks up right where you left off. What happens though if you turn off the device? We're going to go ahead and we're going to turn power off. Now we're going to hit the power button again, and it should pick up immediately where we left off. And there you go. But remember, this is more than a DVD player. It is a video player. It's really a multimedia player. Let's take a look at what's on my USB thumb drive. We have now taken out our disk. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take this thumb drive, which is an 8 gigabyte East Fun drive, and you're going to notice that it automatically picked it up. And this is what the menu system will look like. But let's first start with images. So if we go into that folder, we have 3 images, white, black, and a 1080 test image. So we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to go press play. And this gives you an idea of what the brightness would be between. This is still kind of gray, so you can kind of see there is light. This is just a standard LCD panel. And then that will give you an idea of the quality of that image. I'm going to zoom in so you can see kind of the quality here of the video itself. Definitely the colors, you know, yellow, light blue, we have a green that's kind of a purple, red, and then we have blue over there. You can see the images. Now my camera's picking up the faces, so it's at least a good enough resolution that the camera is seeing it. Again, over here, can't really make out the text too much by the time it scales it down, but gives you an idea of the quality of a still image. All right, now that we're back to the main menu, let's go up. And I'm going to skip straight to music. Will it do M4As? So as you can see here, it does. Now it thinks that it's a video file, but it will play the audio. So we'll go ahead and we'll stop that. Will it do an MP3? Now, if it's an MP3, you do get this little EQ spectrum analyzer thing that's over here. So that's pretty cool. Will it do wave? At least with the version of the wave music that I have here, no. Will it do AIFF? It does not appear to play those as well. Now, we do know that this player will not support 1080 or 720. It does support standard definition. So in here we have 720 by 480. And again, if I go down to my episode 19.
Hi there, and welcome to another episode of Hey, What's Next? Well, I like video.
All right, so it is playing it. So this is an MP4 file, but you have to remember that it only supports MPEG-4 codec, not H.264 or H.265. Let me show you something in the manual real quick. So there is the distinction of what it won't or what it will read. Now, while it says the video player doesn't read MP4, the format, it will play the container MP4. It just will not work with H.264 or H.265. Now, it says frame rate of 23.98 frames per second. And a bit rate of 564 kilobits per second. However, this particular file is 1,500 kilobits. That seems to play fine. Again, but resolution has to be in that standard def format. So you already have, like, let's say a Plex server, or already have video files that you have recompressed from your purchase of DVDs or Blu-rays, and you're doing it legally. It will play those back again as long as the video format is exactly the way it needs to be for this particular unit. So in case you're wondering, yes, you can fast forward through videos. You can go up to 16 times. Nope, 32 times. So you can zip through videos pretty quick. And you can go forwards or backwards. And if you have tracks, you can skip the tracks as well. What about audio CDs? That's the one thing that we haven't looked at yet. Here we have a CD. This is the one that I've burned. I used it in the portable CD player last week. This is the left and right channel part of that CD, and I thought maybe it would be good for you to hear the quality of the speakers. It works fine. If you wanted to listen to it through headphones, you obviously are going to get a better dynamic range. So let's listen to this to see what this sounds like.
This is sample audio coming from your left channel.
This is sample audio coming from your right channel.
This is sample audio coming from your left and right channel.
All right, so that's a sample of the audio coming from this Yoton Portable Video Player. I wanted to take a moment, and we're going to compare this unit to the 14.5-inch unit I reviewed prior, and you can see how much bigger this is. If we stack it on top of one another, that's pretty substantial. And I wanted to kind of compare the two designs. So you can see again, as I stated earlier, we have enough space on this one where the DVD is in the middle. This one is off to the side. This has two sets of controls. This has a single set of controls. Speakers are up here on this unit. The speakers are downward firing here. I'm going to get this thing fully charged up, and we're going to do the time lapse of Spider-Man and see How many views can we get? Can we get the full 2 views of roughly 4 hours? Clock is at 7:39. Let's start the first play of the movie. Now remember, we're using the mechanism of the DVD player, so whatever we get here, I imagine you're going to get a little bit longer playing time with either the SD card or the USB thumb drive. We got through 2 plays of the movie. This keeps playing until 12:40, so 5 hours playback time. So let's finish up my final thoughts on the Yoton smaller version of the portable video player. Let's take it back to the studio. All in all, this video player feels more portable than its larger cousin. So what are my positives? Well, first I have to say the size and weight. In short, this unit is better at the task of being a portable player. Second, battery life. Based on my initial testing, this unit's playback time of a DVD was better. Third, included car headrest mount. It's awesome that Yoton includes this mount in the package. Out of the box, you have a great travel device, especially for those riding in the back seat. Fourth, video resolution. With the smaller screen, the images do look better compared to the other unit I reviewed that had that larger screen. Even my son agreed that the SD video looked better and that at that size, HD doesn't really matter. So what are my improvement wishes? Screen quality. The screen does wash out when viewing from the sides or above and below. While it didn't bother me, it might bother others. Speaker quality, while the audio can get loud, that's an advantage, the speaker's frequency range is limited. If you wear headphones, this is a non-issue. No HD support. Well, while having the built-in DVD is great, and yes, it's SD, I just wish the unit would support at least 720p from a USB or SD card. However, well-encoded SD video will still look fine on this unit. If you're interested in picking one of these up for yourself or purchasing one as a gift, I have Amazon links for US and UK viewers in the video description. Well, that's my look at the Yoton Portable Video Player model YD105. If you liked this episode, can you just take a moment and give me a thumbs up? To have my channel appear in your feed, click the subscribe button and bell notification icon somewhere on the screen. As always, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. It is greatly appreciated. In the meantime, feel free to watch one of my other videos here or here. And until next time, I will see you again in another episode of Hey, What's Next?